Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Ineisha with Ignited Intuition, and I am back with a pick a card style reading for December. Can't believe it that next Sunday, or wherever you are in the world, Sunday, Monday, I don't know, Friday night, or Saturday night, whatever it is, Sunday here in the US on the East Coast, it will be December 1st. So looking forward to some predictions. That's what we're going to do in this reading. And my friends, as usual, if you already know what pile you want from the looks of it, from just what you're sensing, you want to choose a pile already, you can go ahead and skip this intro and click on the timestamp for your pile. It will be listed in the comments below and also in the description of the video. But we'll talk a little bit about what's going to happen for your reading if you don't want to skip ahead. So basically, I've pulled some cards from different oracle decks and 2 different tarot decks to bring out some messages for December, things that you can focus on, any kind of themes, communication from spirit, things that you should take with you for the month, things that you should leave behind, anything unexpected. And yeah, that's how it's going to map out for you. And I just want to let you know, right, that this is your reading. So take with you whatever it is that you feel resonates with you or confirms something inside of you that you already know, or opens up some kind of curiosity inside of you that wants it gives you that urge to explore more. Whatever it is, right? This channel is for you, right? It's for you. I want you guys to fire up your senses. I want you to be able to grow your inner trust, know your inner trust, feel free, right, to explore and experience your life, all of these things. And so if you feel like you choose a pile and it isn't what you're being called to receive at this time, leave it for later. I encourage you to sometimes come back for the reading. I've found that when I do this reading for myself, it doesn't always resonate at the beginning of the month. And sometimes when I go back and listen to my reading in the middle of the month, it makes more sense. And sometimes even I come back at the very end of the month and it makes sense too. And sometimes it still doesn't. Either way, it's for you. It's however you want to do it. So I encourage you right now, look over the cards and look at these little beautiful shells that I've chosen. I'll show you a quick little closer view. This is pile 1. All of these shells I have found at the beach. And I love the water. Anybody who knows me knows that me and water hang out in the same sentence. This is pile 2. You better be showing the iridescence of these little treasures. This is pile 3. And then pile 4. All right, so choose your pile and I will see you in your pile. Okay, hello, pile 1. This is your pile. This is going to be your December 2024 predictions. If you chose pile 1, we chose based on this beautiful little glimmering shell. We'll put that little baby right over there. And we're going to see what December offers for you. I've chosen different oracle cards and tarot cards here to show you many different things. If you skip the intro, I'm skipping the tell-all here because you skipped the intro on purpose. You're like, yo, just tell me what's up. So pile 1, we're gonna start. Ooh, what did I write down here actually? Because I think I wrote something down for your pile. Oh, I wrote ghosting. That's it. I had written messages for some of the piles and little messages that were coming through, and for yours it was just ghosting. So it's funny, I saw that because I did take a peek at your charms here when I was moving your piles and choosing your little charms. So we have a wine bottle here. Something about the spelling of the wine bottle is what's catching my eye versus what like wine actually signifies, you know, getting drunk, festivities, things like that. I'm looking at the letters here. Now I'm looking at the letters of the boo, but I wasn't specifically. I see a ghost here, a little wine bottle. You have a first place ribbon prize here, a cell phone, a bird. Every time I think of a bird, I hear bird song, and then a typewriter. So your charms for the focus of the month, any themes and focuses, it looks like definitely a lot of communication going on for you in the month of December. And because I saw the ghosting and I saw the ghost originally, I almost feel like it could go either way for this pile, and I'm going to see where it's leaning towards, in my opinion, as we move more further into the cards. But right now, it could be where you find yourself in December needing to ghost certain people, needing to cut communications and you know, kind of cut ties with specific people in your life, or even situations in your life, right? There's a lot of speaking up here about being assertive with your voice. So, you know, there's that throat chakra area, being assertive, and now I'm thinking of the will center, which is that yellow, that solar plexus, those kind of blue and yellow combination going on here. But when I said cutting the ribbon, I'm seeing like when you open up something new, right? A grand opening, and they cut the ribbon. But in this case, it's like, you know, it could be, now that I'm saying that, this could even be a month of celebration for you, right? With that wine glass. So before I get off track, that could be a thing, right? Celebrating something coming into fruition, something that you've been communicating that finally has its voice heard, you know, it sings its song, the heralding of a brand new day kind of vibe. Now I'm seeing the bird and everything. But back to the ghosting. You might have to ghost certain people, maybe cut ties, cut communications, be very clear in what is being communicated, right? I was noticing the letters of the wine bottle, so being very clear, like dotting I's and crossing T's kind of vibe, right? Maybe it might be an extra focus asked of you for December, like to focus more in your life right now. Also, this transparency, maybe truths, maybe honesty, things like that coming out, maybe some conversations that need to be had, maybe some vulnerabilities, right? I'm thinking of the bird and like their gentleness and softness. And so I want to go back to what I was saying. So it's that other aspect too of the ghosting. I think I'm saying it. What did I say? It was the original, like maybe needing to ghost others. Oh, yes. And then the other part of that too is I'm almost feeling like a invisibility too kind of coming in here. This could be for some people, it could it could resonate with maybe the majority of you, but maybe for some people, there's also the need to mind when you feel like disappearing, like mind yourself when you feel like disappearing. Maybe there's too much going on, and maybe it, you know, I don't know, at times not something that you're used to. I don't know why I'm seeing now a frog, and I'm like hearing like a frog croaking. Like you might not have warmed your throat up, warmed yourself up, right? That throat chakra area, the will center, maybe it's not so heated, that solar plexus, and there could be hesitation in speaking up, in communicating. This could be for needs. This could be for like business ventures. I'm even seeing like negotiations possibly. So anyway, that's some of the focuses and the themes for you for the month. And I'll see where else it goes from here, but I'm going to keep it going. Put the charms over there. All right. So next we're going to see your sacred. Yeah, I'm going to just keep them like this. This looks cute. This looks cute over here. Usually I like spread them out, but I'm like, you know what? Not right now. I'm like, this looks cute right here. So your sacred traveling, it's going to say what your journey is for the month. So you have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So yeah, this could be putting yourself out there, getting into the light. I'm seeing the sun. I was thinking that when I was thinking about the solar plexus energy that I was talking about. But getting out there into the sun, like spreading your wings, and you know, finding yourself here and there and in many many different circles, many different communities. You know, I think about like the typewriter. This could be sharing what brings you joy, right? Sharing with others what brings you joy, almost like something about like inspiration. There's definitely like either prizes for you to engage with this month, or like a sense of like you'll be awarded for engaging. It could go either way, right? But that's the kind of senses that I'm getting from the Sacred Traveler so far. I want to say more, but right now it's so cut and dry with that, with the joy and the delight. It's really asking you to tap in, and I think this pile is like leaning more into the ghosting of others if it doesn't suit the songs that you're singing for yourself, right? The melodies that you have, right? Versus just being in a situation, or speaking to others, or being friends with others, lovers with others, in a way where you're doing it just because. This is like, are you doing it just because, or are you doing it because it feels good, right? That it feels clear, and it gives you this sense of clarity of where you want to, like find yourself, this kind of happy medium is what's coming to mind. But anyway, I feel like I'm like running. I feel like my thoughts are running here. You might feel like that. You might feel like December has you with your thoughts running. Like there's like typing, talking. I'm like seeing somebody like, yeah, I'm almost seeing even that guy, I forget what show it is, but it's that classic meme with the guy who's like over explaining, and he's got strings going everywhere on his like, chalkboard or his freaking whiteboard. And I know, if you know, you know, but just, yeah, that kind of vibe. Okay. So funny, because your spirit ally for the month, your animal spirit ally, is the brown bear spirit, and says, take time out. Number 9 in the tarot signifies like an almost kind of fullness, right? Because the next number after the 9 is the 10. And so you might be feeling full, at times, because you're not only like exchanging energy, like I think in December, but you're also being filled with with energy as well, right? And so, and it's funny because I say that, and then you have this largeness of the brown bear, right? Like the bear is a massive animal. I was gonna say person. The brown bear is a massive animal in nature. And so I feel for sure in all of this kind of excitement to make sure that there is some rest periods for you. I think the brown bear, he looks so regal, and he looks so dignified here, the way they're depicting him in this picture. And I almost feel like he's like an elder for you at this time, to be able to remind you, like there's almost this unspoken wisdom to remind you of like, are you remembering yourself in this frenzy? Are you remembering yourself in this lightness that you're trying to grab for yourself and grasp for yourself this month? And to make sure, right, in that attempt, that you're also bringing it back to a place where you can, like the bear, hibernate, right? Maybe let yourself marinate a little bit too, right? There's nothing, I don't feel like a diminishment of energy where you have to slow down in a sense where you shouldn't go a mile a minute, or you shouldn't go at like what is calling to you, essentially, right? Like the speed that is calling to you. I think you should go that speed, whatever it is. But just, it's almost like when he appears, when the brown bear appears, I just see this silence, and like you look at the brown bear and you're going to be like, oh, I know. Okay. It's that kind of energy. Like, all right. I get it. All right. So this is communication from spirit, anything that spirit wants to let you know. And let's see. So you have a familiar, the guardian. Okay, that's beautiful because we're talking about that brown bear spirit, and I'm already talking about a sense of feeling like the brown bear spirit is this elder. And now you have the familiar and a guardian, and you have another animal spirit here making its appearance, So like, wait, I'm gonna keep going. And then you have, Witch's Cottage. Oh my God, security. I'm only being so excited because I've never pulled this card at all from this deck. I wouldn't even know it exists because I haven't looked at this deck in a while. I haven't gone through I've actually never read the book. I've never read the guidebook for this deck. I was just like, I'm just gonna see what I see, and maybe it's similar, maybe it isn't. But you have familiar, guardian, witch's cottage, you have security here, and you also have another animal guide here, another black cat. So you have you have twins here, little twins. I don't know if twins is something. Ooh, joy and delight. Maybe some babies coming. Maybe not on your end, but maybe some babies coming and for people you know. That could be a confirmation that this pile is for you too, like to confirm. Oh my God, there's a frog here. Didn't I freaking say something about a frog? Look at this. I'm just noticing the frog. Oh my God, I did. I was talking about your throat and the croaking and not being ready and warming up or something about communication. So yeah, that's going to be a big one. I feel like for sure speaking your needs is a big one for you. And the sense of being secure in that for this month, like Spirit wants you to know that like it's your own place and your own home and space in yourself that you're cultivating, right? And to know that even if you feel unsafe, I guess I'm going to use that word, even if you feel at times unsafe, because you might not feel like there's something to hold you, right? Because you're literally holding yourself, then that's when you can lean into these guides and these more familiars and spirit allies and spirit guides, or like whatever it is that you deem something that you like look to outside of yourself to try to hold you in that capacity, right? To hold your spirit as you're holding your spirit in your body. Like hold your spirit outside of the body, and while you hold your spirit inside of the body. That's kind of what I'm getting. But either way, finding familiarity, right? This could be a focus on family ties. There could be, again, that cutting out, ghosting, cutting out of others, ghosting specific people on purpose, being careful not to ghost specific people. Like it's really up to you, but like actually it's up to you. Okay, that's what it's like. That's what I'm sensing right now. Guardians, let me see, black cat. There can be a need to feel independent, a need to feel like your way or the highway. And I ask you to reconsider. Again, this is not to say that you are without choice, but there's a sense of like, make sure you're clear. Okay? Make sure the melody, right? The bird I'm seeing again here. Oh, I'm just now realizing that the bird is here. So you have a lot of animal allies here. So there's that primal energy here. There's something here for December for pile 1 for you to tap into your primitive aspects of yourself, which are at times without reason. I know that's contradictory, but right? It's like you can know something on a much deeper level at times than you think that you know. All right, that's a little nugget. That's a little nugget of wisdom. Let that ignite your soul, baby. Okay, we're gonna see what to take with you and what is it? I'm freaking confused. What to take with you and embrace. Thank you. Take with you and embrace for the month of December 2024. You have 10 of Wands, and then you have the Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. So I love how the 10 of Wands in this deck, this is the Wild Unknown deck, it's depicting almost like this, it seems like you don't know what you're doing, right? There's a lot of twigs and branches here depicted as the wands. as scattered energy. Then you have this Daughter of Pentacles here showing as a deer. Oh my God, another animal ally for you. This is another animal ally. There's a gentleness here too. That's what I wanted to say before. There's a gentleness here to take with you in the month. And so that was, I was saying too, remember to take that time out for yourself. But even in expressing yourself and in expressing your needs, you don't have to do it in an abrasive way to be heard, right? Like, it's funny because the brown bear is an intimidating animal in the animal realm. And, you know, you would be afraid and intimidated by this brown bear coming to you and being like, listen, I want to talk. But even if there's also this warmth and fuzziness to the texture of his body, right? And it was like I was saying, like, it's your body, it's what you're how you're expressing through your body, and it need not be abrupt in a way that takes you out of this sensation of feeling light and joyful and things like that. Wow, this is going completely, I feel like I've gotten off topic from the original, but guess what? This is your reading. This is how it's going, and I hope it's resonating. But taking with you and embracing for the month is exploring the sensation of being called to action. Explore the sensation of being called to be like, take on this responsibility for, like I said, it's so funny that this is a Wands card, so it's fire, and it's like that spirit energy, and then you have the Pentacles, which is earth, and it's that like earthy, right? That earthy embodiment energy. And I was talking about like being responsible for your soul, that embody that income, like, is inside of your body, and letting your allies assist you. You know, your spirit allies, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, whatever that is, assist you on the outer level. And so you're being asked to embrace, right, this kind of lost in the woods vibe, because it wants you to take this journey as if it's a brand new journey, right? And actually plant the seeds that you want to be responsible for in the future. Because the Ten of Wands talks about that responsibility, sometimes things being heavy, you know, too much of burden on the shoulders. But it has this, you know, almost like this, you know, rainbow at the end of it, right? It's like a rainstorm, a thunderstorm, blah, blah, blah. But then there's this rainbow at the end of it kind of vibes. And so again, there's like this reward. And I think I was talking about reward earlier. You'll have to go back because I don't remember. But this reward that's that you can tap into now, its frequency, to then be rewarded in the future, right? And it all's coming from this place of alignment, I think, with the self, right? Alignment with the self, and then the lightness of the curiosity of exploring what's coming next. And again, then this, you know, with the Ten of Wands, you get to choose what you're responsible for. You get to choose the strings that bring you towards the theories, that bring you towards the places that actually turn you on and that make you feel like you've got this, you know, fire in your feet to pursue that, knowing that it might be just the beginning, but that there's something deeper that comes with that choice. Almost, okay? All right, so what you're leaving behind and letting fall away is the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so I feel like what you're leaving behind and letting fall away, pile one, is this consideration of the enjoyment of others. And yes, most people and some people are ingrained to believe that that's selfish, right? But there is time for that, right? And right now, December, especially, it's the holiday times in the US, and I don't know about other countries, but I know there's different holidays and expressions of merriment that go on in December, right? And so it's easy to get lost in the other. It's easy to get caught up in everybody else's flavor and everybody else's celebrations, right? Maybe getting a little too tipsy, maybe getting a little too in the cups. And I don't even mean that in the literal. It could be the literal for some, but too in the cups, right? Like too invested in the emotional sway of others and what is going on with them, essentially. And so, like, there's a need for you to focus your energy on your enjoyment first and foremost, right? On what you're experiencing, what you're sensing, right? And I think leaving behind this need to collaborate with the other and collaborate with the other so much, or maybe rely on someone else's judgment so much in the way that you should do the things that you enjoy in life, you know? It's almost like I see this, the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands together as being like part of a team, being part of like mutual love, of friendship love, you know, like familial love, and like you needing to like focus on your needs more so in the month of December than everyone else's. So then let's see what the unexpected and unforeseen is. Ooh, chaos and conflict. And there it is, rounding its way back to the focuses and themes, I feel like. And in what I've been literally saying for this pile, you might find that if, as you discover, look, another animal. I can't even fucking make this up. I just swore, I don't know if that's allowed on freaking YouTube, but whatever. You have like a zebra that's also changing its colors and shapes. It's like pieces of itself are being undiscovered. And it's showing me that as you like, you know, as you go into more of your needs and what makes you happy and what makes you feel embodied and here and rich in your spirit and rich in spirit, as you feel held, you know, as you continue this experience, you're gonna definitely come into that chaos. That's why the only word for you, the only phrase I found was ghosting that came in the beginning. And like I said, go back to what I've said. Let this reading percolate for you. I really feel it deeply. And so I'm gonna leave it here. Pile 1, man, this was dope. I'm so glad that I did this reading. Thank you. I appreciate it. If this is your pile, if you feel so called, why don't you leave me any animal, any one of your favorite animals, one of the ones I mentioned during this pile, or one of your favorite animals in the comments below, so I know that you got to the end of this reading. And I thank you. Subscribe, like the video, share this with your friends. You know what to do. I appreciate it. And until we meet again, pile 1, see you. Okay, hello, pile 2. This is your reading. I'm going to skip the intro. If you skip the intro, we both skip the intro. This is your shell, pile 2. We are going to get started. This is going to be your reading. Before I start, let me see, because you had a lot of words coming out here. Oh, okay. You had one phrase, and I heard "grab it while you can" was one of the phrases that I heard. And then there was something else about the way that the cards were situated for the Hermetic Tarot, but we'll get there when I get there. I have different cards that I chose, and we shall see with the charms and see what December 2024 brings you, pile 2. So let's see. We have a Dreamcatcher charm. This is going to be the themes and focuses for the month. Dreamcatcher charm. We have a little boot here, a little shoe. Then we have the sun, moon, and star combination here. We have a gentleman with a beard. And then we have a baby carriage. Okay. So I'm hearing something about being on your feet for pile 2. Definitely a focus of being on your feet, maybe following your dreams, pursuing your dreams, cultivating your dreams, planting seeds. There could even be like engagements here going on, right? Something about romance, under the stars vibes. Maybe you're in baby bliss, or you're going to be in baby bliss, and it just feels very happy, right? You might very well feel like things are coming together for you in December. I'm seeing all of these figures the way I've put them. The charms are like circulating this star, moon, and what is this? The star, sun, and moon combination or combo here. And so it feels like everything's revolving or has been revolving or is in December specifically revolving around a specific, constellation, configuration, times, transits. It's like that kind of vibe is what I'm sensing. There's so many different modalities out there that you could talk about: human design, astrology, gene keys, all of these constellation watchings, different planetary transits. You can, whatever it is, but it seems very reflective of like a cycle here too. With the dream catcher, I'm almost seeing to really kind of take a notice, I think, at your, it's funny because most people would be like, oh, take notice at your nighttime dreams. But for you, I think it's taking notice at your daytime dreams. And this is the moments that you find yourself in thought where you create, stories or images in your head, in your face, go figure, in your face. Where you find yourself, fantasizing. To me right now is even coming up as a daydream. This is all the times that you are not present. Like you're there, but you're not there. Okay. Pay attention to that, because there's something, about like your fueling action. I'm feeling that you have these wheels turning, right, with this baby carriage, and this male is reminding me of the active. Yeah, the energy of the active. And so I almost feel this sensation of, I don't know. I'm getting Wheel of Fortune now too. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune coming out. But this sensation of, taking a look, making sure you're actually, you're contemplating these daydreams, and understanding that, one, they fuel you to take action, but then sometimes there seems to be like a lack of action. There could be a lack of action, and the need for you to unstuck, like get the gears going into actualizing and getting the wheels turning, right? And when I was seeing the Wheel of Fortune, I know in one deck that I was working with the other day, it said destiny on it. So it's like, under the stars, destined, I don't know, that kind of vibe. Okay, so we'll see where else that goes, but that's for the charms. I just want to move it along. Ooh, and I'm now recalling that I said grab it while you can was one of the words or one of the phrases that I heard. So there is this like grabbing things, right? Reaching for the stars in December. Maybe going towards things that seem bigger than you. All right, we'll see. So this is going to be your journey for the month. Solitude. Dude, I just paused. When I saw solitude, I was like, what? I was like, what? I'm like, no. Like, my reaction was that. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Okay? All right, so, funny that I was saying for you to take more notice of your daydreams, right? Because it's almost like you get into this self-reflective mode. I think about different. I'm thinking more major arcanas now. I'm thinking Hermit, Hanged Man energy too. You get into these modes of contemplating yourself, your place in the world, and I think with that you uncover. It's like you unravel the noise, you unravel the noise, and then you feel, once you can unravel the noise, you realize that you actually hear the melody underneath or your song underneath, and it gives you this drive and sense of purpose, right? On a larger level, on a larger scale. All right, that's coming through for some of you. That might not resonate with everybody. But solitude is, it's telling you, you might find yourself a little lonelier in December, right? This solitude might be of your choosing, or it might even be out of your hands and not of your choosing, where you find yourself in moments of solitude. And this is saying like, there's a reason for those moments, and there will be some wisdom after the fact, even if it isn't something that you want to do at this point, because I'm seeing the shoe again, right? And I'm thinking of movement, right? And the wheels of the baby carriage, there's movement, and you might find yourself at times during this month feeling just unmoving. I don't even hear stagnant. I just feel like unmoving, and that might be unnerving for some of you, okay? So we're going to see the spirit, ally, and animal that can assist you for the month. And you have the koi fish spirit, number 36. It says, there's always enough. There is always enough. I'm just thinking about the koi fish, and I'm thinking about this animal. And for some reason, I'm thinking specifically on how it relies on others for food. And I'm only saying that because I'm thinking of the koi fish spirit as one of the animals that people turn into pets, right? Like, not all animals, we can't keep all animals as pets, but koi fish can be kept as pets, and how they rely on to be fed by others, or to be fed by another hand. And so something about December, this ally is showing you that there will be plenty of opportunity for moments where you find yourself surrounded by the community that you want to be surrounded by, or surrounded by the relationships that you want to be surrounded by, or surrounded by the circumstances, right? The places that you want to find yourself right in, especially when you think about, for some reason, I'm thinking about your dreams, your large dreams, your larger aspirations, the things that drive you. And the reminder that, like, those moments aren't gone, essentially, but they could be diminished. You know, it could be diminished at this time for you in December, because you're being fed by an outside source. Yep, and I'm going back again to the Hermit card, Hanged Man card. I forgot what other card I mentioned earlier. So there's maybe a discovery here too, for some of you, of where you want to take action, right? This need to contemplate. And in that, there can be like anxieties that come up, right? Feelings of lack or scarcity, you know, maybe there's wonderings of, what if this doesn't work out or doesn't turn out, that kind of vibe. All right, we'll see what else wants to come out for the month. This is going to be your communication from Spirit. Anything Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, look at that. Fire, passion. I love that. Ooh, and a theme, boundaries. The theme. Nice. I like that. Okay. Put that over here. I already forgot how I put the cards for everybody, but whatevs. That's how your cards are going. Okay, fire, passion, and a theme, boundaries. Okay. Now that I'm seeing the fire, I'm thinking about the star and the moon and the sun, and how they're flaming luminaries in the sky. And I almost feel like for December, there's a need for you to light up the sky. I'm seeing like you be like this beacon. And what I feel like is like this beacon of light, and this beacon that is awaiting this discovery, or awaiting to be discovered. And I'm seeing that too in the solidness of this sphere, or a sphere. Wow, I just said a sphere. That's not what I meant. I didn't even mean a sword either. I meant something else. But why did a sphere come up? There could be something about a sphere. No, I can't get that out of my head. Okay. The tallness of this a theme. It's reminding me of the Ace of Swords vibes. But this beacon, right? This standing tall, this like call of something. It's almost like something deeper than the surface that you've been playing on, or the surface that you've been guarding. For some reason, I'm hearing guarding. There could be this part of you. I'm hearing this could be for some of you, maybe not for all of you, but a part of like this persona that you've been protecting. And December is going to be an exploration of that, a witnessing, a trial by fire even for you when it comes to like, I think a larger, deeper part of your participation, on this sphere, on the earth, on the sphere, right? Go figure, because I was talking about the light energies, I forgot what I just called them, the sun, the moon, and the star, the flaming luminaries, whatever I said. And I almost feel like, yeah, this koi fish spirit, oh, wow. It's so funny because I was going to say the focus isn't on what's you're receiving as far as like the hand that's feeding you. The focus is actually on what's you're missing is this beauty of the actual spirit itself. Like the koi fish spirit is like beautiful. It's it's appealing to the eye. And I'm speaking generally, maybe you don't think a koi fish is pretty, but like that's what I'm getting. Like the focus is not on the reception, but then the beauty of not only the beholden but also what is being held. And so that brings me back to the boundaries here, and what it's saying to me with this fire and this passion is like there's something here about meeting your edges, right? Meeting your edges, meeting the things that are hot to the touch when it comes to exploring. But there's like an exploration, I think, here, as well as everything else that I've been saying. So this is going to be what you're taking with you for the month of December. Pile 2, you have the 10 of Swords. Okay, crazy, because in the other pile 1 also had a 10, not the 10 of Swords, but a different 10. And I did talk about the Wheel of Fortune in, I think, was it this pile? Did I just talk? I think it was your pile. I was just talking about the Wheel of Fortune. And then you have the 9 of Wands. Okay, that's what you are embracing and taking with you. I'm hearing from this pile, like, how much more do I have to know and learn and go within and do, how much more do I have to think about my daydreams and my dreams and my aspirations before I actually receive them? There's this feeling of like frustration I'm sensing. And I think the frustration comes from the reward not have like showing itself yet, or whatever it is not showing itself yet to you. And going back to grab it while you can. But yeah, you're to embrace this energy of not giving up just yet, because the going is tough. I feel like the going is tough. I feel like your pile has probably been through the ringer right now in this period of their life. And there might be a like, what else, or like when is this going to be the end of it? There could be some darkness as far as like the things that you're thinking about in your mind, the way that you've been talking to yourself, treating yourself. There could have been a lot of mixed messages. And so again, I'm seeing this need of solitude, because this is almost like, yeah, that last journey. This is like you embracing this kind of coming online. I'm saying that now when I'm thinking about when I was talking about the beacon of light, you being this beacon of light, and like I'm seeing this coming online for you, whatever that is, in whatever way that is. It's like your need to just hold on a little bit more and trust in, I think, the sensation and the feeling versus allowing Yeah, allowing yourself to fold, or yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kind of get folded or knocked out. I want to see what else is coming out because this is a little. I'm like, this seems a little murky, and it's almost like it's because you too, like, not only is this reading assisting you, and I hope that it is, but it's also this need for you to discover too, for you to be, head down in this reflective pool, noticing and witnessing to whatever it is that you're thinking and discovering as I'm speaking, through your own like volition, So you have the Six of Wands is what you're leaving behind and letting fall away, as well as the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is not a brute force. This is not a brute force pursuit for you right now. And that's why you might feel, this feeling of not being there yet, not being rewarded yet, because right now you're not to have this kind of energy that is super expressive or super go-getter. There isn't a need to prove yourself right now. There isn't a need to prove yourself right now. And I was saying too earlier that you might find yourself on the side of maybe feeling a little lonelier or alone during the month of December, and this is not something you're used to. And it's a challenge being asked of you right now. I feel like you're being asked to focus not on more action, but on like conscious action, right? And to be thinking about the things that have been driving you so far and embracing its one call for you for more, but this call of a staying power. I'm going back here. So the need of, I don't know, proving oneself or showing off or biting off more than one can chew is something I'm hearing. Is it just don't do it in December. Like, don't let yourself find yourself trying to be, well, I don't know why I was seeing high horse because of the wands energy, but yeah, okay, that's why I'm seeing the high horse, not in the sense of don't be on a high horse and like, arrogant and dignified, but it's almost like don't allow yourself to get on that high horse because you don't yet have the length in your legs to be able to sustain that fall or that impact. Right. And it's like when the impact comes, and I'm thinking of like the comet energy, right? I was talking about the sky and the stars and things like that. And I'm also thinking about the Fool card and the impact of the Fool card as it hits the ground. It's like that hitting the ground running is going to come. But for now, if you, again, get on that horse, there's a sense of you not being prepared for it's where it's going to take you, where that wild horse is going to take you, essentially. Okay? And this is the unexpected and unforeseen for the month. Ooh, a new life. Stop it. Stop it. The unexpected and unforeseen for y'all is the new life. Man, take a breath, right? Take a deep breath right there. Whew, like fuel that fire that's boiling inside of you. It's so funny. I was thinking about like not being in the brute strength right now. This is like, I always think of the Nine of Wands as like Rocky Balboa, and he's like, I can take it. I can get boxed out and beat up, and I got this. But it's like he's not, like he is defending himself, but I'm seeing in this case, this not defending oneself, because like, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. That could be a message for somebody, but whatever. Take that as it resonates. Either way, a new life. So something is happening, my friends. We're talking about the Destiny card with the Wheel of Fortune. December is going to be a game changer for you, my friends. Okay. So listen, game changer. I love this. If this pile resonated with you, my friends, please leave me a little star emoji or a sun emoji or a moon emoji in the comments. I would love that. I would appreciate it. Like my video, you know, subscribe to Ignited Intuition, share it with your friends. It helps me out. I appreciate it. And until we see each other again, bye. Hello, pile 3. This is your reading for December 2024, your monthly maps and predictions. This is your little shell. If you chose it or if you just dove right into pile 3, let's get right into it. I will pull these cards in a little bit, but I'm going to get into your charms first. And for your pile, I heard dig deep. That was a message that I heard before when I was pulling your cards and things. So we have a bra here. We have looks like a skull here with a flower on its crown. We have a tooth. Remind me of smiles, remind me of wisdom, for wisdom teeth. We have then a memo notepad with a pen. And then we have a hope charm. Okay. So there could be, this focuses and themes for you for December. Could be something about burying one's chest, right? Digging deep, you know, talking about things that have been underneath the surface, right? It could be communications that are a little painful. I'm thinking like pulling teeth. It could be a lot of frustrations going on. Maybe there could be lack of hope for some people. Maybe some people could be hopeful for the things that they could dig out and the things that they can discover and uncover. There's definitely something here about receptivity, right? Of being receptive, because I'm seeing this skull. It looks like a female to me. So I'm thinking of feminine energy. There's something about also discovering and uncovering, digging deep for wisdom, digging deep for the things that, for some reason, I'm seeing the chest and I'm seeing a heart. I'm seeing the things that motivate your love, you know, things that motivate your, now I'm hearing compassion and care for others, care for yourself, care for the world. Definitely here of being optimistic, right? With that hope. Like, you know, I almost see like I'm seeing a sun because of the flower on the skull, and seeing like someone smiling in the sun. So being hopeful for better days. There could be a focus on optimism. There could be actual really sunny and beautiful days coming for you in the month of December. I'm seeing writing things down, maybe keeping a journal, maybe keeping your notes written down so that you remember them for December. It could be important for some people. So I'm going to see what else wants to come out, but those are your charms so far. Other messages might come out that make me go back and see more things in the charms, but that's what we have so far. This is going to be your journey. So we have, wow, rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. This is the second pile that has had the rainbow in it. We're in pile 3 right now, and one of the other piles had a rainbow so far. I haven't done pile 4 yet, but there is, okay, blessings showering your life, right? Okay, I love it. This optimism, this keeping up, right? Keeping up with, maybe like, yeah, knowing that things will be turning out for you, knowing that things are going to be getting better for you. There could be a feeling of, what, for some reason I'm hearing the word rapture. There could be a feeling of rapture and like ecstasy for you in December as you're releasing more and more of your like energy into the world. I'm almost seeing like your pheromones coming from like opening your chest. I'm seeing like a heart in your heart space. I'm seeing like a flower blossoming and opening, and its fragrance like filling the room and filling the world, right? And as it's doing this, I'm seeing like your pheromones extracting themselves, and then them attracting blessings into your life, right? I'm almost like seeing writing down your desires, writing down your wishes so that these things can be granted for you. Okay, that's what's coming up. Let's see what your spirit ally and your animal ally will be for the month. Ooh, we have the Bobcat spirit. It says the number 8, life is a mystery. Okay, so we have that right away. Life is a mystery. And it's so funny because I'm feeling very fanciful for your pile. I almost feel like being for you, pile 3, you're being asked to like obnoxiously believe in dreams come true and happily ever after for the month of December. Like romanticize your life right now is what I'm sensing for you, pile 3. Really romanticize your life. Like smile more, smile really hard, laugh, like be joyful, like laugh so hard that your chest moves up and down, you know? Be so explorative that you find yourself moving through the world chest up, you know, and out. So it's like forward facing. And so it's like this taking on the world vibe for you. I'm seeing the bobcat as like a stealthy kind of creature, but there's also this focus in the eyes that I'm seeing in the bobcat spirit right now. And I almost feel like your eyes are like, let your eyes fill up. Like there's a sense of being greedy. I don't know what else other word to use, but this sense of like being greedy and insatiable right now for the month of December. You don't have to limit. There's no limitations right now, right? No limitations in, I really do encourage you writing things down or even keeping a mental note of your desires and your wishes in the month of December and like repeating those things over and over again. Okay, so we're gonna see what spirit wants to communicate to you, any kind of messages. And we have the cauldron containment. Ooh, and then we have Litha or Litha, intensification. Okay, so we have intensification, Litha, and cauldron containment. Those are two opposite energies. Those are two very opposite energies, but there's a bubbling of something that is soon to spill over, right? There's like a message here of allowing the contents of yourself to spill, allowing life right now to be messy. There's something here about being messy. There's something here about extracting like the pieces of fire, like the pieces of things in your life right now that are, that are so in your face that they're intense. There's an intensity in which they're showing up, right? In which they're pulling you towards. I'm thinking about that pulling of the teeth. Yeah, it's something that's pulling you. And it's funny because I keep being brought back to the teeth. And for me personally, one of my favorite features on a person is their teeth. I love looking at people's teeth and seeing the different shapes and seeing how they look when they smile or when they speak or say specific things. And here it's so funny because I'm thinking of how my eyes, like in the bobcat spirit, those eyes hone in on the pleasure and what I receive, right? From looking at people's teeth. Like I'm rewarded in those moments with either feelings of like love or feelings of being turned on or feelings of being like, oh, those teeth are so cute or so sexy or whatever. You know, there's something inside of me that like boils up in a reaction, and I'm rewarded in that sense, like this spilling over. And that's what I feel like Spirit is saying here with the cauldron. It's like, yeah, there's this sense of containment, and maybe you feel like you've been containing yourself for too long and there's a need for you to spill over. Or for some people is that you've been contained and that you are soon ready to spill over, because your energy is intensifying. And I think the more and more you tap into your place of, I believe this is going to happen for me, I believe this is going to be true, I want this, I want that, you keep that burning like hope alive for yourself, that really, once the match is lit, I'm seeing, like, you can't stop it. It's like dynamite at the end of you light a wick or whatever you call that. You light something and it gets to the dynamite and boom, it explodes, Okay. I'm like, oof, I keep like stopping myself and like cutting myself off. And I think it's because I'm getting like excited in your reading, but there's a sense for you to like let that excitement take you and overwhelm you, and maybe spill your secrets or spill your guts in a way where it's true and authentic and real for you. Okay. So this is going to be what you're taking with you for the month of December. And you have the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Ooh, I feel like a banter here, having fun with others, but keeping people guessing. It's funny because you have life as a mystery. I'm just noticing that the word mystery, and I'm thinking about this fox here with this one-eyed. It's so funny because I see this being this energy I was talking about before, about being yours, but then you're asked to keep yourself a mystery to others, like as you're letting things spill. And I was saying, like, kind of keep it messy. You know how like when you're making soup or something, or you're boiling a pot of beans, like sometimes the juice will overflow and like splash out and spill onto the stove or the counter or whatever the case is. It's like as this is happening, right, as you're being so full that your contents are spilling, it's almost like asking you to embrace still allowing a little bit of mystery when it comes to being amongst others, when it comes to sharing that enjoyment. It's almost like not showing your entire hand for the month of December. You might be very called to, you might have this energy and excitement that makes you want to overshare, but there's something here about this, I don't know, for some reason being mindful of the oversharing, and keep some of your thoughts to yourself. And that's why I think there was an encouragement to write certain things down, right? The spilling. Now for some people, I'm seeing some like, be mindful of what you spill right now. It's like as it's intensifying, it might not be the right time for some people. It might not be the right moment. You're your own judge. And so, feel that out and feel what it feels like, because there is this sense too of digging deep and sharing the depths of oneself. Having fun, right? For sure, having fun. When I think of fire and the light, I think of like, fun, funny. I keep hearing fun. I was going to say fun yet again. Anyway, there's that part. But yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to keep going. This is going to be what you are leaving behind and what you should let fall away. And the way that I had it before... Oh, nope, that was pile 2. Never mind. I didn't even explain it for pile 2. I was going to say that this card should be second, but that was for pile 2. This is the way I pulled them. So you're leaving behind the 5 of Pentacles and the Blasted Tower. It's so funny how I was talking about the dynamite, and like once you light the wick, it's gonna explode. I almost feel like for you to leave behind this sense of timing and this need to know of when are these things going to happen, right? There's a focus here, I think, on receiving whatever the blessing is, whatever the reward is. And there is the need for you to not be so conscious about the lack of having the reception, right? There's a playfulness vibe, a being lighthearted, it seems, that you're being asked to embrace, and leaving behind a need for things to change right now, a need for your circumstances to change right now. There isn't a focus here on the things that you don't have right now. This could be a lack of money. It could be a lack of, feeling like you have a place to live, feeling like your circumstances aren't right. The focus isn't on trying to create this change. If anything, it's this if anything, there's a need for you to tap into the largeness of your existence and but what is trying to exist for you. Yeah, there's like a I don't know, there's like a banter, like spirit wants to play with you, it wants to test you, it wants to tease you this month. I feel very much like the focus is not on the outcome, but it's more on this playfulness and discovery, and seeing how your wishes and your desires and your wishes, however I called it, how they play out with your environment and the community around you and with the interactions that you have with people. Okay, and this is going to be the unexpected and unforeseen for the month. Ooh, peace. I like that. It's like a nice little egg here with a little dove spirit. So you're going to find yourself feeling at ease, right? And at peace, even amongst this messy, spilling, expression of the self at times, right? This kind of curiosity that you've got going on. You might find yourself in the thick of things and in the middle of conversations and places that seem overwhelming, but you'll have this sense of peace within yourself. So, okay, well, that's your reading, pile 3. I'm like, that's your reading. I feel like I want to keep going, but there's something telling me like, no, it's okay. It's okay for now. All right, my friends, pile 3, thank you for letting me read for you. If this resonated with you and you've made it all the way to the end, I'd love to see a fire emoji in the comments. Feel free to comment, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and share this channel with people that you know. I would appreciate it. It helps me out. And until, there goes the ice dropping, baby, in my fridge. Until we meet again, pile 3, I'll see you. Okay, pile 4, thank you for being here. Hello. If you chose pile 4 or you chose based on your little, I was going to say crystal, this is a shell. Here's your reading for December 2024, monthly maps predictions. I have your cards here that I've pulled. I'm going to start with the charms. I want to see also, I think I wrote some stuff down for your pile. Right, okay, so pile 4, I wrote down, don't worry. And then I also wrote down, it's all in the name of fun for you. So I'm curious to see what that brings up. But I'm going to get started right now with your charms. So we have a shield with a fleur de lis on it. Oh, that does signify peace, I think. or harmony or something like that. Valor, I know, is a part of it. But the fleur-de-lis is like a flower. I think it's like a peaceful flower. Then you have a little plane here. You have a chihuahua or a little dog spirit. Okay, then you have the bicycle here. And then you have a house. Okay, so focuses and themes for you for the month of December 2024. Pile 4. Seems like a little bit of movement, but I feel like maybe taking some strides. For some people, it could be actual travels, traveling in an airplane, traveling overseas for the month. But there's something about staying close to home. So I see only like maybe short strides, or like, I don't really see long strides right now for you in this, for the majority of the people here, especially with the short legs of the little dog. There could be a focus on matters of the home. There could be, focuses on like actual material things, financial things, maybe the peaceful energy in the home, right? Because I heard that don't worry. There could be a sense for you this month not to worry because you're taking these kind of shorter strides. There could be protecting one's peace, protecting one's home, protecting one's assets, protecting one's family. Now I'm seeing for some people with the airplane, some people might feel a little lost. For some reason, I was seeing like lost at sea, lost. And so the sea is vast, that kind of feeling. That could be for some people for the month. Maybe some of you might be feeling like homebodies, or maybe some of you might be feeling cooped up in the home, but there's something about either or energy. Irritations, frustrations, there could be, when it comes to home life, right? There could be some irritations and frustrations. There could be some moments of needing to defend oneself, defend one's stances, theories, defend one's peace. Peace keeps coming out. And one of the other piles, if you're interested in watching, pile 3 was talking about a little bit about peace towards the end. So that could be something that you're interested in. But we're going to see what your journey for the month is. And we have faraway places. Okay, get ready for new horizons. Okay, so there could be like a gearing up for you, pile 4. I wonder if I said pile 3 earlier, but pile 4, you could be gearing up to get ready to explore, territories that you haven't been to, places in the world that you haven't been to. This could be just, an hour down on, Route 95, and you discover something new. But there is an ask for you to stretch, but again, the stretch is coming from you not taking long strides. It's these shorter strides. For some reason, I'm seeing shorter strides. And so these faraway places could even be exploring faraway places in your imagination. So this could be even stretching your perceptions and the things that you're taking in as far as information, right? From different sources, from different, like a radio, the media, the TV, YouTube, Spotify, podcast, whatever it is. Like, it could also be stretching what it is that you know, and on the home front, right? Again, I'm getting that home front. So for some of you, this could literally not mean actual physical travel, but an exploration on far and wider topics, maybe subjects that you're not used to being interested in, right? For some reason, I'm hearing like even going down the rabbit hole for some people. Now I'm going to see for the month your spirit ally that can assist you. And you have the seahorse spirit. It says watch and wait. And so I love that. I love that because I was talking about homebody, home front, shorter strides versus long strides. And I'm seeing the seahorse spirit here with this watch and wait. It is asking you to, I think, explore again more of like maybe mental pursuits. Maybe you're more of a logical person, and spirit's asking you to maybe explore the metaphysical and the spiritual realms, or maybe vice versa. Maybe you're a spiritual, kind of person, a woo-woo person, and, you're being asked to explore politics, or you're being asked to explore genealogy, or history, or, things like this. There's almost a sensation of receiving information and downloads from different areas that you wouldn't normally, right? Like taking different concepts into your temple. I'm seeing temple because of the house, and the house can be your body too on the earthly plane. Taking things into your temple and kind of putting them through I'm almost seeing, first I was looking at the fleur-de-lis with the shield, and then I looked at the airplane, and I thought of like putting them through like a testing to see which of these things hold up, essentially. Which of these things hold up for you. So that's why there's this watch and wait energy in the seahorse. I almost feel like when time is ready, your ideas can then be explored more in a physical sense. But right now, it's like these faraway places is almost stretching your capacity for your thoughts, your intelligence, and like everything in between. Okay? Because I'm seeing the seahorse too. I think when they give birth to like hundreds of little babies. I've seen, and I have. I've seen a video of a seahorse giving birth, and it's like from the belly area, and there's a lot of little seahorses. It looks weird, to be honest. I love the seahorse, but the giving the birth looks strange. I'm just saying. So it's even funny because I'm bringing up that strangeness, and it's making me think of like maybe ideas, going towards ideas that are far out there, or like just not typical even for you. Okay, so we'll see what else wants to come out. Okay, I just want to make sure we can see the cards because it's getting a little dark in here and I don't want to turn the light on. So we have any communication from spirit, anything that you need to know. Ooh, look at that. Beltane fertility. Beltane fertility. And I was just talking about the seahorse with its babies. Come on. And then you have the moon cycles. Okay, stop. Fertility and cycles. Are you kidding me? So there is what is here. Definitely talks about fertility. Like there could be pregnancy. I feel like pregnancy came out in one of the other groups, and this is definitely talking about conception, conceptualizing. So it's going back to a little bit what I was just talking about. There can be actual conception this month. This could be something if you're wanting to conceive. The month of December is definitely a good time for some of you who are able to bear children to conceive during this month. But there is definitely a lot of fertile ground to be covered, is what I'm sensing for you, Pile 4. And Spirit wants you to bear witness to that as you move through and cycle out, what is working for you at this time and what isn't working for you at this time. Or like I was saying, the theories that you're thinking about, that kind of energy, right? It's like within the moon cycle or within the cycle of December, there's going to be like a rise and fall I'm sensing for you too. Okay, Pile 4, I couldn't resist and turn on the light for your pile. So there's something about ideas, right? I'm seeing a light bulb. There's a lot happening for you when it comes to, again, this stretching yourself and stretching, I think, your mind, your imagination. Yup, the fertility. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. So we're going to see what you are to take with you and embrace for the month. And you have the star. I love that. That's like wonderment, possibilities. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles. I love it. Moving mountains, collaborating. Yeah, you're very much at this place. of being ready to explode. And that's why I sense this like your time is coming. There's a cycle here. Be mindful, right? This watching and waiting is allowing you to give birth to the right ideas, right? It's like there's millions and thousands of stars in the sky, and you're asked to bear witness of that right now too, and then to then birth that idea that will like be unshakable, that will move mountains. Like allow yourself to find yourself in different, I think, different circles, right? Hanging out with a different crowd, hanging out with different communities that make you question yourself, your motives. Yeah, there's an embracing. I'm seeing the one of the star cards is where she's kneeling, and I think the original one, but I'm seeing it. I think I'm seeing it in the Thoth tarot deck. Yeah, the star card. How she has one of the water jugs in the earth, or in the water towards the earth, and then the other jug is being filled by the stars, and I'm seeing this need for you to, yeah, receive these downloads and receive these almost like otherworldly ideas, and then collaborating that with others, like giving birth to that at some point. But in a way, again, there's this, I almost feel like like embracing this month, an unshakable foundation of truth, or truths, if you want to put plural on there, because it doesn't have to be just one thing, that you can then share its foundation with with the other. Okay, now what you're to leave behind and let fall away for the month, and you have the Two of Cups. Ooh, that was reversed, but I'm not going to take it reversed. It was just the way the cards are. And the Hanged Man, interesting. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Okay, so for some of this could go different ways. For some of you, leaving behind, especially with this fertility and the cycles, I think leaving behind the questioning of a commitment and a connection. There could be parts of you that are drawn to wanting to know in the here and now, maybe where you stand in a relationship, or where something is going. You want to know, when is marriage coming? When is the baby coming? When are, those kind of things. So for some of you, it's leaving behind the hyper focus on you and one other person, and focusing more on you and the collective. There's definitely collective energy going on here with the Star and the Three of Pentacles. So it's like leaving behind the need for you to discover and uncover something between you and another in this kind of more intimate aspect, and then instead be intimate with the collective, or the all, or with another, or with other groups in this case. And then for other people here, it could be leaving behind, I think, leaving behind this need to know right now what the choice that you're making, and the need to come together with it right away. Like leaving behind this insatiable need for yourself to explode already, you know, to give this birth already, to say, oh, it's this actual thing I'm choosing, and boom, I'm ready for the conceptualizing and the conception of this thing that wants to be given birth, even if it's an actual child, or if it's just the birth of, you know, your structure, your foundation, what your thoughts, ideas, whatever it is. But leaving behind I want to say the premature, you know, need to want it in the now, because you haven't allowed yourself to like stretch yourself, like I was saying in the beginning. You know, the stars are far and wide in the sky, and like staying in this wonderment keeps you in a more like slightly unfocused on your actual, on the actual. Okay, now we're gonna see what the unexpected, unforeseen. Between worlds. Okay, between worlds. I love it. Yeah, you're gonna find yourself, like I said, exploring different. It would be in your best interest to explore something different than your typical nature, to kind of question, right, your structure, right, so that you end up taking longer strides, you know, soon to come, right? You end up taking these longer strides versus these shorter strides that you're taking. And look at the freaking flamingo here, has these long legs to be able to take those longer strides. And then I'm noticing the 3 here is the Empress energy. You have the 3 here, more Empress energy. So there's that giving birth, that fruition, that you know, abundance and beauty of the ability to, you know, create what one sees with their eye, or whatever, you know, whatever eye that is. So, okay, wow, that was your reading, pile 4. I loved your reading. If this reading resonated with you and you've made it all the way to the end, please drop in the comments an emoji of something of transportation, a car, a bicycle, a plane, a crane, whatever it is. I appreciate it. Like my video, it helps me out. Subscribe to my channel, it helps me out. Share my video with your friends because it helps me out. And I appreciate y'all. And until we meet again, see you.